Welcome back to another video. Stand Upright Rebooted recently added D4C Love Train. We will be obtaining and checking out this new stand today. I have been grinding the past few days non-stop and saved a demon D4C for this update. Sadly I did not get a legendary D4C, but I got a legendary Hereford Green. I should probably touch some grass after this. There's a new NPC who helps you craft the saint's body if you have all of the body parts. I'm not sure why we need somebody to help us piece together some bones. Maybe we need a magician to make them stick together. But whatever the case is, we need the saint's body to evolve D4C. We will need one skull, torso and limb to craft it, so let's get grinding. We will first start by obtaining the saint's torso. We can either get this from the level 80 dungeon, or from killing Johnny Joster, but since he didn't spawn yet, we will be doing the dungeon until that happens. I also decided to only use D4C for this video, so that it would be more challenging. Even though my D4C has a good attribute, I have many problems trying to get the clones to kill the mobs. They will either target mobs far away from them, completely ignoring the ones closest to them, or they will not do anything, because they have trouble figuring out who to target first. I decided to save my clones and use the other skills to eliminate all the mobs before entering the boss room. Then I will drop my clones at the entrance to the boss room and let them finish the rest. This plan might not work every time, since the clones might ragdoll and despawn when they get up again. But this is a plan that I can work with at least. Normally, I would skip straight to the boss room and kill the boss with autopilot. But since D4C is a close range stand with clones that are not smart enough to perform complicated things, I will have to do it the long way instead. Alright, I've been farming for nearly 30 minutes now, and Johnny is about to spawn. Funny thing is that I usually get the saint's torso first try. Some weird shenanigans must have happened to my luck. Anyways, Johnny Joster has a chance to drop the saint's limb or torso when he dies. Our main objective is to pray for him to drop a limb. Of course, getting both drops would be the best, and can end my misery faster, but I'm not getting my hopes up too high. I want to secure a limb, so I don't have to wait 30 minutes to kill Johnny again. Killing Johnny with D4C wasn't that hard, mainly because it has a good attribute. This would have been different if you used a D4C with a bad or decent attribute. It will only take you longer to kill Johnny, since I believe even a D4C with no attributes can kill him. You can also use the reset method, where you use the clone skill and reset after they despawn. This means that your clone skill will be immediately off cooldown and ready to be used. You can repeat this until Johnny is dead. Unfortunately, Johnny didn't drop anything this time, so I'm going back to farming dungeons for the saint's torso until he respawns.
Nope.
I finally got the saint's torso after farming dungeons for 15 more minutes. I also became so good at clearing the dungeon with D4C that I could speedrun it without messing up once. I will use these charged arrows I got from the dungeon while waiting for Johnny to spawn. The only good stand I got was Demon the Hand, but I accidentally rocketed it.
Bruh.
Sadly Johnny dropped nothing again, so I decided to server hop and look for him in public servers, so that I don't have to wait 30 more minutes. The first server I was in didn't go so well. There was an exploiter who instantly one-shot Johnny. Luckily the boss did not drop anything. I would have mauled so hard if he got the limb. The exploiter also seemed to notice me and resetted after killing Johnny. He then left the server, probably looking for another Johnny to one-shot. I left too to look for Johnny again. Hey, I know this is a weird time to pause the video, but consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are enjoying the video. It will help me out a lot. Thanks. There wasn't anybody who wanted to kill Johnny in this server, but Johnny didn't drop anything, so I'm still sad. I also bought Hammond to help my skills do a little more damage. Even though it's just a bit more damage, you never know when you might need it later. So I'd rather get it before that happens. An SCR user was killing Johnny with me, so I'll let my clones finish Johnny while I barrage the other guy to death. I had to do it, so he won't take the drop. Sadly, Johnny didn't drop anything again. So I decided to return to my private server because I didn't want to waste my time killing Johnny only to get the limb taken by somebody else. So many players have autopilot stands now. You don't even know if they are watching you, planning to take the drop after the boss dies. I got the Saint's limb 1 hour later. Now we will need the last Saint's item, which is the Saint's skull. Obtaining the Saint's skull is very easy. You need to talk to the homeless man in the inner sanctum. He will ask you to kill 100 players first. I already did this by killing my second account 100 times. Then he will let you buy the skull for $500,000. As you can see, money isn't a big problem for me, but it might be for you if you don't grind a lot. After spending 3 hours obtaining all the Saint's parts, we can finally talk to this guy again to craft the Saint's body. I wonder how did we get the legs for the body when we did not even obtain it? Maybe it's provided for free.
D4C.
There is only one new skill for D4C Love Train, which is the barrier skill. You will gain invincibility while this skill is active. But honestly, I think this skill is a little too underwhelming. Comparing this skill with the skill in the manga, you can tell that one of the skill's main purpose was removed, which is its ability to reflect attacks. Reflecting the entire damage delta you might be a little too overpowered, considering that a lot of stands in this game do an insane amount of damage. So why not make it reflect only 5% of the damage dealt? This will do the skill some justice and not make it look useless. Some people might argue that this skill having invincibility is more than enough. However, most players use stands with time stop and teleport skills, so D4C Love Train's entire skill set will be useless against them. They can run around with teleport to avoid your clones and wait for your barrier to turn off, then they can time stop and instantly kill you. And speaking about clones, the damage on the clones on D4C and D4C Love Train is the same, showing no increase in damage, which does not make any sense. I think D4C Love Train requires another buff after the previous one. Even if you use a legendary D4C Love Train, you are almost guaranteed to lose against somebody with a demon attribute stand that has time stop, or even autopilot like Hierarch and Green Requiem. I'm sure more people might argue in the comments, but I'm just a man talking about my opinion on this stand. If you have another opinion on this skill or stand, that's completely understandable, and I will respect it. Maybe I'm just sad that the skill didn't do what I expected it to do, which is to reflect damage. But whatever the case is, the clone's damage definitely shouldn't be the same as before. If the standard damage on the stand increased, and the rest of the skill's damage was also increased, then why isn't the clone's damage increased as well? It just does not make any sense. I can continue talking about this for a long time, but let's not waste your time hearing my issues with the game anymore. Consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed this video. Doing both of these things will help me out a lot, so I appreciate it if you could. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.